Oh, amazing. That water's dried off in front of my eyes. Now let's see what effect it's had on the structure of the rock. To the naked eye, it doesn't look any different to before we started. But what's it really like? Let's see. Oh, amazing. It's soft, it's like chalk. I guess this is what they mean when they say the rock becomes friable.
Is brought to you by Invesco.
The great value protection is still going or slowing down. Click here. The Fed pushing down stock prices. Click here.
These bold investments. Page 50. A bold approach to value equity investing.
Best thing to do.
Give the gift of confidence this holiday season. For 4 days only at Men's Warehouse, get select designer suits for $169.99.
Zoom in, we can see that the key components in the reaction here are an acid and a base. In this example, the base is the rock, which is limestone, calcium carbonate, and the acid is the vinegar or acetic acid. This falls into a common class of reaction known as an acid-base reaction. If we can push the two together to start the reaction off, we can see that straight away the acid has released hydrogen ions, which are combining with the oxygen and hydrogen from the base to form H2O, or water. The remaining components combine together to form a salt, which we can see here. The whole reaction is exothermic, and it's giving off a lot of heat. So we can see that if we look back at the wider scale, the heat is heating the water and it's producing steam, which we can see coming off it. There's other gases produced if you've got carbon involved, which will give us carbon dioxide. That will give us the effervescence and bubbling. And overall, the entire structure of the rock has been destroyed. The salt and water now permeate it, and if we touch it, it's completely friable.
For Hannibal, this was no chemistry experiment. It was a matter of life and death.
Hannibal was facing the ultimate impasse. Just like now, night's falling, the temperature's dropping, his army is about to freeze to death and die with no way down to those fertile plains below. He's got to get away through the rock. We're going to attempt it now. Big fire on here, heat the rock up with this fire, and then we'll try the vinegar and see whether we can make this rock friable enough to bash our way through and get down onto the plains. I've got the fire started. Now I need bigger sticks, logs, get this into a big raging inferno.
Not only was this a huge 300-foot expanse of rock, but a very dangerous precipice as well. The fire would have been enormous, the progress painstaking, as Hannibal's men slowly worked their way down the rock face, creating a path for the animals. The temperature of the rock is now 1,200 degrees. But is this high enough to accelerate the acid-base reaction?
That is really hot. It's taking all the fur off my face. But I need to be able to get close enough to get the vinegar on.
The size of the obstacle would probably have needed 20,000 gallons of vinegar. But where would this vast amount come from? Hannibal's troops would have had a daily sour wine ration of half a pint. The 80,000-strong army would still have had 21,000 gallons of wine vinegar with them.
Oh, boy! Look at that boiling off there. It smells disgusting. I can see the rock cracking in front of my eyes. It's boiling and steaming in here. The acid of the vinegar is burning the back of my throat.
Thus allowing the pack animals and elephants to descend. After 4 days of work and near starvation, Hannibal had done it. He had
For sure. All right, number 7, Abercrombie and Fitch. The stock enjoying its best day in 6 months after the retailer reported mixed results this morning. Earnings topped estimates by 1 penny, but sales fell 12% in the third quarter. And to make matters worse, the teen retailer cut its profit outlook for the year. So, if you know why the stock is up, please tweet me at MattMiller1973. I think they may have come out with a new crop top or a new pair of acid wash jeans that the kids just have to have.
severest losses the Roman army ever suffered in its entire history. But although coming over the Alps allowed him the element of surprise,